Welcome back to Edgework, part of the Hammer Betting Network, presented by FanDuel. I'm Zack Phillips, joined here by So Money Sports and Matt Alber to help us break down the games for today, give out best bets, answer questions from the chat, and get to our anytime goal score parlay. And boys, I don't know if you noticed on the sheet there, our guy Kevin updated it. We have now gone up in units and ROI, and the rejected plays have gone down. Good for us. Good for us there. I mean, marginal, no one really wins on those because we don't cash. We don't get the 3 or more on the SGP or on the parlay. We don't hit the parlay, but trending in the right direction here, maybe, gentlemen.
Yeah, it really couldn't have gone much further in the other direction, I don't think.
Yeah, and it was all part of the master plan here.
Yeah.
Things around.
We unveil the sheet, pump up the tires of the chat, and then just say, not today, and then turn that one back around on them. So updating for those at home, so yesterday, I believe when we looked at this, net units for accepted plays was 3 units. Now it is at 6. So positive there, 8% ROI from, I think it was 4 yesterday. And then rejected plays from the chat were at above 50% ROI, now down to 40% ROI, up 47.75 units. So still outrageous, but it came closer to the middle there on those yesterday. Hopefully we can just all work together
from the chat and start running like 9-team parlays out here. And
yeah.
Then you know that'll
everything
change
off
quickly.
on the side. Yeah, exactly.
That number will change very, very quickly.
I'm just gonna use all the plays given, accepted and rejected, and then just round robin all of those, and there'll be like 20 of them, 20 anytime goal scorers a night, and I'll hopefully just be raking in money based on the way the chat's been hitting. But we'll get to our best bets. We'll get to the games here and answer questions. So if you guys want to send your goal scores, send them in the chat here. We will get to them at the end of the show. We'll answer those and see if what does and doesn't fit in our anytime goal score parlay that we are building over on FanDuel. And as you guys know, the NHL is back and FanDuel is bringing more action than ever because everyone knows hockey just hits different. Load up a power play with the hottest same game parlays found on the Parlay Hub. Lace them up and follow your bets with player prop tracking or bet on the fly with the Pulse. The hunt for the cup starts here. You can get more from the NHL with FanDuel, North America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers kick off season with $150 in bonus bets. If your bet wins, just place any $5 bet and you'll get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Please play responsibly. You must be 19 plus, physically located in Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-866-531-2600. That's 1-866-531-2600 or visit connectsontario.ca when you sign up, or if you have a gambling problem, make sure to head on over there. Gentlemen, how are we feeling about this one? Last day of the week to give out plays here. Obviously, if people have been following along, we did give out some Saturday plays last week, so follow us on Twitter at EdgeworkHQ, and we'll be giving out some tomorrow again as well. A couple plays for the day. Rob pitching in there as well. But yesterday, 7 bets. We end up going 3 and 4. One of those obviously losers is the Emil Heineman. We lose 0.2 units on that, so everyone can tweet at Moretto and blame Moretto for that. But we do lose 0.36 units on the day. Another day back down. So, Money, you feel like we're going to turn things around here on this Friday and head into the weekend in the right direction?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The candy haul was good last night. Ready to go, man. I'm hopped up on candy. I was reading this thing where 70% of parents eat their steal their kids' Halloween candy. Well, that just means that the other 30% are fucking liars.
We all gonna say what are the other 30% doing?
They're liars. We all do it.
There's no way.
So the kids went to sleep and I was sitting there eating their candy, right? So I'm ready. I'm good to go.
There's no way, that's the one thing that stinks about not living at home anymore. I live in an apartment. There's no trick-or-treaters, so there's no one coming by to get candy. So we have no reason to even be buying it. That sucks. Yeah. Being able to go by and just graze one at a time, and the next thing you know, you've eaten 15 of those mini Kit Kats. That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, and then you scope out who's giving out the full size full size bars and stuff, right? Like we got a bunch of Wonder bars and like Henry's. It was nice, man.
So Money, do you do the thing with your kids where you like break them up and you're like, okay, let's make sure we have like even bags here and each of you gets the even amount of candy? My sisters and I used to do that. We'd have to like dump it all out at the end of the night and break them up evenly.
No, it's just like whoever got your candy, man. Like you go get it.
That's much better way to do it. Much better way. I think it was honestly just a reason for my parents and my dad to see them all out on the table and be like, oh, like I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I don't think there was any other reason behind it other than he wanted to see them all laid out and just have his pick at it.
Yeah.
So was this you taking candy from your sister or her taking candy from you? Which way did that one go usually?
No. This was literally on the table, Alber, and they would go out and you would like, one to you, one to you, one to me, one to you, one to you, one to me. Like, I'm not kidding.
That's funny.
If you didn't do that, who do you think had more?
Me for sure.
Yeah, so you got screwed, man.
Yeah, probably.
That's not cool.
My house per 60 ratio was off the charts.
That's awesome.
House per 60. So our building apparently was doing it where like you could sign up to be on a list to like give out candy and stuff, and like we never saw a notice anything kind of come through. So like as it goes, like kids start knocking on our door, and my roommate goes to answer, and he's like, oh, like we didn't know there was a list, like we don't have any candy, sorry. And I'm sitting here like I got a whole drawer of chocolate right here, like I don't want to give this stuff out. So it's then I gotta take it out and start giving this out, and it's like I lost half my drawer that I sit here with of like Dove and Reese's and peppermint patties and stuff like that. I'm like, man, like, all right, you know what? Like I can do it, but was not looking forward to / ready to do that. But now that's an excuse to go get more candy. So
there you go.
What's the number one Halloween candy on your list?
Wow. So that's tough. I mean, like chocolate bars are the way to go.
Yeah,
right.
Agreed,
like
100%. I'm a chocolate guy through and through.
Yeah,
I like all the mint chocolate. I know that's a hot take. I know some people hate it. I love all the mint chocolate. So peppermint patties are probably my go-to. Reese's would be a close number 2.
Yeah. Or I mean, like I love all chocolate, right? So like even like the like just like the kids, like I take all their coffee crisp and like you know like just
anything that's not white chocolate, because white chocolate's not real chocolate.
I agree. You gotta go brown chocolate.
I think it's Kit Kat's Coffee Crisp. Those are the top for me.
What is Coffee Crisp? Is that a Canadian one?
Oh, you don't know Coffee Crisp?
I didn't think about that. Yeah, probably. Oh, Coffee Crisp is.
I don't think so.
So good.
That's a game changer here, man.
Yeah,
you got to get me some of those. Bar.
Coffee Crisp.
Oof. Yeah, it's Canadian.
Yeah, those things are unbelievable. It
looks like a Kit Kat.
Yeah, kind of, but it's it's coffee flavored, but not overwhelming. It's like a nice proper hint of coffee in there. So many, I don't know. Those things are so good. The wafer, yeah, those Kit Kats, and then the Reese's peanut butter cups, and like. Don't get me wrong, I like having a lot more, but on Halloween, they give you like the little individually packaged ones. So you just go pop one, and it's like you don't feel that bad about it after.
It's like the perfect hit.
Yeah, it's unreal. All right, there you go. Hopefully everyone else in the chat had a good Halloween last night, whether it was you handing out candy that you were stealing from or your kids going out and doing it and you stealing from them. Hopefully you got to enjoy your fix of chocolate. And I mean, I guess the other thing, last thing on this So Money, was there any left over or was it all gone after last night?
Oh no, I keep like most of it for the kids, and like they're pretty good about like extending their
no, I mean the ones that you were handing out. Did you run out and it's all
those are
you
gone.
Gave out? Oh, okay,
yeah, those are all gone.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Wasn't sure if you were just keeping a box like hidden in the closet. Oh, fuck, I forgot to give that one out last night. Whoops.
Anything left over was already eaten.
Makes sense. All right, let's get to the games today. We do have one here at 2 o'clock over in Finland. So let's start with that. That would be the Panthers and the Dallas Stars. And as of right now, Florida sitting at -118, the Stars -102, total of 5.5 on FanDuel, -132 to the over right now. So, Money, go to you first here for this 2 p.m. Friday game. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Both these teams I respect immensely. Um, in terms of the side, I think it's fair. Florida should be favored. Um, we're probably getting to a point where they're favored a little bit too much, but it's not enough for me to go against them. Florida playing very well defensively, and offensively they're not generating as much, but of course that has to do with a couple of injuries that they had to deal with, which they're getting back to full strength. So I expect their Florida's offensive numbers to start ticking up as well. Defensively, they've been solid all year. Dallas a little bit tougher because they did that Chicago game. They didn't play as well defensively as they have been earlier in the season. But again, what I always say, you have to take your opponent into consideration too, right? Like if you want, you know that you're going to beat. I mean, you're going to let up a little bit. It's just the way it goes in sports. So I do expect Dallas to bounce back defensively. We're going to get Ottinger in net. So I did play the under there. I know that the over just took some money, which is great because now I can give out the under at like the number that should be played at. So, and I think that the under is going to take money again as well. So I like the under 6. I played it at -105 to -110. What are we looking at right now?
There is -110s, mostly like -111 in that range. There's a even money on the under right now. That is at a market maker, but the only thing is that one's the one that's sticking out right now.
Okay, we can do it -110.
Okay. We will do that there for everyone. So there's the first play of the day locked in, courtesy of So Money, under 6, -110. Alber, what do you have anything for us in this one? Are you just going to be betting all the Finnish players to score?
I am not going to be betting all of the Finnish players to score.
Too bad.
No, I don't have anything here. I think Florida taking a little money. I think we are getting close to the point that I might start to be interested in Dallas. This number would have to continue to run. Like, I think if you gave me +115 on Dallas, I'd probably be interested. At this kind of number, I'm not there. I'm not quite as there on the total, especially with Florida obviously kind of getting some of their key guys back, like some of their metrics from early season, I think maybe a little bit off. So no, I think with like these games that are overseas, like there's just so many other variables that kind of go into this that I'm just not really looking to get involved unless I think there's a pretty solid edge, which I just don't think there is right now. So I'm going to lay off.
Okay. Next game here on the schedule. Let's go to the Sens Rangers game. And as of right now, Ottawa +158. The Rangers -192. Total of 6.5 on FanDuel. -102 to the over. -120 under. Alber, will go to you first. Your Rangers. You got anything for us in this one?
Yeah, I do. And anyone that was on, what was it, Wednesday, shouldn't be surprised to hear me say this at all, but I'm on the over. Again, the Rangers know how they can play against these Ottawas, the Detroits, the Montreals, the Pittsburghs, like all of these teams that are not necessarily of higher caliber. They know that they can play a run and gun game with them because they have the offensive weapons to beat them. Ottawa, they're starting to come around into the team that I think they are, where they are playing a little bit more high event hockey as of late. Ullmark versus Sturkin, like, yeah, either goalie has the potential to kind of steal it, but like, I don't exactly trust Olmark right now. Like I think I made that kind of clear. And like the Rangers, like again, Igor was great the other night, and they still allowed. I don't even remember that final ended up being 6-4, 5-3, something like that. Like they're just allowing chance after chance right now against. So yeah, I think this is another one that the Rangers kind of go in, and they know they have the better skill up front. They're probably going to be willing to play a very fast style of game here. So yeah, I think anything on the over 6.5 at plus money is good here for sure.
Okay, so as of right now on FanDuel, it is minus 102. But if you look around right now, we can find 6.5s, even money or higher out there. So we will lock in at plus 100 right now. I think that's the most fair number. That's the most common.
Yeah, I think plus
available
100 is like, yeah, I see plus 100 pretty much market wide. So I think
there you go.
That's the best one to go with.
Yeah. All right. So we will grab that. So money, anything to add here?
Not really. Rangers, they lost 5-3 to Washington in a game that probably should have been a lot worse than that. They gave up 1,000 high danger chances, and Shesterkin was even giving up 5 goals. He was outstanding in that game. So I do. There is an element of a bounce back here. What we're seeing from the Rangers is that the last few games where they have gotten into a run and gun game, they have responded with a better defensive effort. So I don't disagree with Matt. I do think that that the over is the look here, but it's been priced into the market, I believe. So I will pass because I do think that this could be a game that might get away from Ottawa, and if that's the case, then the Rangers should have enough of an output to get close to this over or hit the over. So I will pass on this game, but I do think that the over is the right look.
There you go. 2 best bets locked in here so far.
And more importantly, you got to add a little something in for knowing the ice is going to be cleanly swept tonight.
Oh yeah, of course.
There you go.
You got to work extra hard, man.
What does that entail? Making sure there's more goals. Are you gonna give us fast ice or what?
I literally couldn't even tell you what would lead to more goals there. Like, is it that way or is it the other way that the choppy bounces lead to like weird bounces in front? I couldn't even tell you.
That's a good question, actually. So, Money, what do you think? Fast ice, fast clean ice, or shit ice?
I kind of joke about it. We go back and forth on our end, so we don't really know even.
I got cut off there. Sorry. What are we saying?
What do you think contributes to more goals? If Alber makes the ice real fast and clean, or if it is just a complete and utter gong show, like choppy, bouncy, and kind of chaotic?
Depends on the team. I think for the Rangers, we need a fast ice.
Okay. So Alber, make that shit clean tonight, man.
The general
smooth,
goal is just
clean, fast.
The goal is usually to just not fall down. So,
yeah, which we have seen that you have done that before. So,
yeah.
Okay, Jets, Jackets. Currently, Blue Jackets plus 160. The Winnipeg Jets minus 194. Total of 6.5. Minus 102 to the over on FanDuel. Minus 120 to the under. So, Money, is this a fair line for what we're seeing for a Jets team that we've kind of come to the conclusion on this show has been a little bit overrated so far to start the season, just based on, getting some respect in the market from success and maybe not necessarily the way that they've been playing?
Yeah, I mean, the Jets are inflated, but it's going to take more for me to get on Columbus. Credit to Columbus. They've won 3 of the last 4 games here. Obviously, that was a good win against your Leafs. That was a really impressive win against Edmonton, even though there was some goaltending issues there for the Oilers. And then they followed it up with a nice 2-0 win against the Islanders, right? So they're a little bit of an up and down team, which is to be expected, right? There's a reason why bad teams are so inconsistent. So I will pass on this game because this is one of those things where this game is going to be determined by how seriously the Jets take this game. If they don't really care and it's going to be a business trip, I think that Columbus can probably stick around and maybe even steal it. So um, I wouldn't be opposed to a play on Columbus, even if it's like a small play. But I think for me, right now, I'll be sitting it out.
All right. So money sitting it out. Alber, are you as well?
No, I am on Columbus. I think he kind of touched on why he understands the play there. And I know both Moretto and I have kind of talked about wanting to get ahead of this jet slide that we know is coming. I think this is a good spot to do it. I mean, Columbus actually, like, yeah, all their underlying numbers are not going to stay. Like, they're not going to stay where they are, but they haven't been terrible either. So it's like, even if they kind of regress to what I think they are, like, they've still been decent. And then you even kind of look at it like Elvis is definitely being priced as one of the worst goalies in the league, and he had been quite bad. He's put in a couple of good games here. We've talked about how goalies can be very volatile kind of year over year and even within seasons. So if we get a little bit of a hot streak from him right now, like I do think this number is a bit too high. I just can't really get to pricing the Jets at this range right here. So yeah, I played Columbus. Zach, what do you got seeing out there? Like I see mostly plus 160s still.
Yeah,
Like
160.
that's basically right where I played it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good to lock in Columbus. Like this feels like a good opportunity to kind of take a shot against what I think is an overpriced Winnipeg team.
Full unit here as well.
Yeah, I played it for unit.
Okay, there you go. That one is in a plus on 60, and yeah, as Albert said, like that's pretty much where we're seeing best price across, and that's the number we have available on FanDuel right now. So we will lock that one in and keep it moving across the schedule. Also, by the way, guys, the chat was joking there, saying like, or kind of joking, I guess, about all the Finnish players in that 2 p.m. game. Basically, once we had started, one of the guys that I do some hockey stuff with text me. Global series in Finland, Florida, Dallas, ... I replied, Finnish players points? He replied, yes. So there you go. That's what I'll be looking at after the show. All right, let's go. Islanders, Sabres here. Islanders minus 104, Sabres minus 115. Total of 5.5, minus 134 to the over on FanDuel, minus 110 under. So money go to you here for this one. Anything you got in this game?
Yes, I do.
There you go.
Just give me 1 second here. Just wanna.
All right, no problem.
Okay, yeah. So Levi's going to start in net for the Sabres tonight, which of course is a downgrade there. I did play the Islanders. I do like them right now. Expecting Sorokin in net. The Islanders, yes, they've lost 3 straight. They've lost 4 of the last 5. I don't think they're playing terribly, especially the last couple of games where they've kind of been snake bit offensively. They lost to Columbus and Anaheim, but they did generate enough in order to win those games. I mean, they lost 3-1 and 2-0. They scored 1 goal in the last 2 games, right? So, and it doesn't matter who you play, you're not going to win. So, I do expect I do expect Islanders to perform better offensively. They are starting to generate more. So, I did bet the Islanders. In terms of the pricing here, what are we looking at here? Minus 104.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I bet them a little earlier. I just wanted to get ahead of the Devin Levi start. Again, Levi's not bad. It's just that it is a downgrade, and his numbers this year are a little bit below average as well. So that's the reason why I did want to get in front of the Islanders. So I think we can go ahead and lock that in as well.
All right, that one is in minus 104. Alber, are you going to be jumping on this Islanders train here as well?
Yeah, so I haven't played it. I certainly lean that way. Like I ended up on the Isles the other night against Columbus. Like so many said, I mean, they've scored 1 goal in 2 games, and that's been against Anaheim and Columbus. Like not exactly the greatest defensive teams out there. So I can't do it right now. it is the right side. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I was leaning under initially. Levi may scare me off it. So as of right now, I don't have anything on this. No, I just can't figure out like because the Islanders, right? Like they are playing okay. They can't buy a goal, and that doesn't really shock me when you look at kind of some of those forwards up there. But like they do have to rebound from this because they are better than what they've been doing.
All right. So money on the Islanders here, minus 104 added here to the portfolio for tonight. And let's keep going with next game up, Tampa Bay and the Minnesota Wilds. The Lightning minus 110, Wilds minus 110, and a total of 6.5 on FanDuel, plus 100 to the over, minus 122 under. Alber, go to you first. Any thoughts here tonight?
Yeah, so I did play Minnesota. That's close enough. I'm just not there on. Sorry, not Minnesota. I'm on the under in this game. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading the exact wrong thing. So I played the under 6. I think minus 103. I think you can find pretty similar out there. I still have Minnesota pegged as probably like the most under team in the league right now. And even Tampa Bay, like we were on one the other night that started really hot and then it just kind of died. And I know the issue with Tampa is always kind of like you have all these top end scorers. So the worry is certainly there. But I think I'm worried a little bit less about that with a goalie like Gustafsson, who we're going to see tonight, as opposed to like Kakkonen last game and some of the other guys that they've been facing out there. So I do expect a little bit of a slower pace here tonight. So yeah, I am on under 6.
Under 6, what's that number that you're looking for on the under 6? See, like minus 05?
Yeah, minus 05 or better.
All right, there you go. We can do a minus 05 for you. So under 6, minus 05. So money, are you in support of this bet added in?
I'm coming in neutral on the total. And on this on the side as well. Like I've become a believer in the Wild. I think that they are. I think that they're playing well for most of the year. Besides that Philadelphia game that we talked about that I wasn't going to use against them. Other than that, I think that like they've been fine. So this is a game I'm looking forward to. Both of these teams I want to get a closer look at, and I'm looking forward to them playing each other because Tampa Bay I'm coming around on as well. I probably had them a little bit lower than I should have to start the season, but they are but they're coming around for me. So and I'm glad that they're playing each other so I can get a better look at both of them. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I'm going to be watching it, and I won't have a bet on it. But both of these teams, I would like to get behind going forward as well.
All right, last game to get to here. We tracked that one in, and we have one more on the schedule. Devils, Flames for tonight. Devils minus 172, the Flames plus 140, 6.5 on the total, minus 115 over, minus 105 under on FanDuel. So money back to you on this one. Anything for you here in the final game of the night?
Yeah, I do. The Devils are playing great. I saw it firsthand. That game against the Canucks probably should have been worse than it was. We talked about it yesterday. Yeah, I do have a play here. It's not on the Devils, but I do like the over. We can lock that in even at 6.5. I get a little bit shy on this on the 6.5 with Calgary, but I think that in this game I think Devils dictate the play here, and the way that they're going offensively now, if it's a clear-cut Devils win, it's going to be played at a faster pace than what Calgary wants, and Calgary will have no choice but to keep up. Or try to keep up. So I do like the over. I do think that it should be a pretty clear-cut Devils win here. So let's go with the over 6.5. Up to minus 115 is good.
Yeah, we grab a minus 111 for you there.
Awesome.
That is
Perfect.
in. There's another best bet. Alber, anything else in this game?
Yeah, no, I don't have anything here. I was kind of watching it, hoping that Calgary might take some money, but then the market obviously knows that Calgary is terrible. So I'm not interested in the side at this point. I don't really have much of an opinion on this total. I like the idea of playing Devils overs. I really struggle to get there with the Flames right now. But I understand it at least. So no, nothing for me here.
Okay. Nothing for you, but that'll do it for our best bets for today. As for what we have on sides and totals, at least, going to these here. And while I'm running through these, if you guys have them in the chat, send your goal scores. Send them. We also are short on likes here today. About a quarter of the people viewing the channel or viewing the show here have liked the stream. That's just not enough. So keep hitting that. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get those likes up. Send your anytime goal scores. Let's recap what we have so far on sides and totals. We will start with the Dallas, Florida under 6 minus 110. In the Ottawa Rangers game, we have over 6.5 plus 100. The Islanders money line minus 104. Blue Jackets money line plus 160. Lightning, Wilds under 6 minus 105. And then the Devils Flames over 6.5 minus 111 there. That is all for our sides and totals. Let's get to our anytime goal scorers here now. Bankroll Spence says, I liked. Bankroll, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Spence.
Thank you. All right, we've got a bunch sent here for our goal scorers. I do see some that were sent right away as soon as we got in here. I see some that have just come in here late. So if you want to continue sending those in, please do so. Shout out to Sam Rothstein as well. Last night, if you were watching the show,
Beautiful.
sends McMichael. We add McMichael in. The only reason we didn't add Nylander or Tavares was because we already had Matthew Nyes, and then we end up with a William Nylander goal there last night. So 2 goals actually from William Nylander. Nyes gets on the board, 2 from Nylander, and then Matthews obviously closes it out, which was something someone in the chat had suggested yesterday as well. So pretty good day for us all around from that standpoint. Thanks to Sam, who was pretty bang on. We couldn't add everything in there. All right, keep sending those in. Let's get to them. Let's start here with one that was sent real early, and this is in the 2 o'clock game. Charles, King of Tampa. I don't even know how to say it. So I'm not even going to try. Sasha Barkov plus 250 anytime goal. Full narrative. There you go. There's the finished narrative that we were looking for. There is another one in this game here as well. Carter Verhaeghe anytime plus 200. Any of those?
I like Verhaeghe. I like Verhaeghe better than Barkov there.
Yeah, me too. I was just gonna say, but I'm giving a thumbs up on everything though. So
yeah, you're staying away. You're not gonna.
He's gonna make it so that when like the chat keeps hitting, he's like, "Yep, I was on everything."
Yeah, I said yes.
Would I ever do such a thing?
Well, I mean, that could backfire against you. If we hit a bit of a cold streak, then all of a sudden your record goes in the tank.
No, but I do like Verhaeghe a little bit better.
Okay, Verhaeghe 210 here on FanDuel, and it is best in market as well. So Verhaeghe 210 in. There you go. There's the first one. So once this one hits, then we're gonna have to wait like 4 hours for the next ones, but it doesn't really matter because we'll be sitting on a winner in that. I see some other ones here as well. So let's see. Okay. Jamie Ben. Kevin. We did take, I mean, unless we want to SGP this first one and just do a 2 o'clock slate. I don't know what you guys are thinking, how you guys want to approach this. You tell me.
Let's do that.
You want to do a one for the 2 o'clock? So we have 3 suggestions so far. Oh, more. So Verhaeghe was also sent again. So good thing he's in. Jamie Ben is sent plus 380. Wyatt Johnson is sent plus 300. Where's the other one?
Wyatt.
Lundell sent. I don't know what this number is.
370.
See, but now the issue is that like, how are they all gonna hit when this game is gonna stay under?
Yeah, that is an issue.
It's gonna be a 3-2 final, and we're gonna hit all 5 goal scorers. That's how.
Oh, I love it.
It's hedging the bet.
Okay, well let's pick our favorite
scorers.
stars one that gets sent. So let's do that, and then we'll parlay it with the under. Good. Charles said that here. And then we can get some inverse correlation,
There
negative
you go.
correlation, and we'll just fire this thing through the roof. We'll put like 3 legs in here. Maybe we could add something else if anyone has any other ones that they like as well outside of goal scores, but we can SGP the first one here quickly. So we did get Wyatt Johnson sent. Jamie
like
Benn.
Wyatt.
All right,
Okay.
Wyatt's mine for sure.
Okay, so we'll add Wyatt Johnson into this one. Wyatt Johnson in, and then let's add the under. Unless you guys wanted to add anything else, but we'll add those 2 goal scorers and
On the under 6 and on 7 goal scorers.
I genuinely wonder if it would actually let you do that. So a lot of that
yeah,
stuff.
I mean
like,
it does.
can happen.
FanDuel doesn't have the 6 though, right? So it's a 6.5 or 5.5.
So like I know a lot of that stuff that physically can't happen, they won't let you do. So
It's
I do
allowing
wonder
us
if
here.
they'd even let you do that. It will let you do that.
Um,
Okay, well don't do that.
do you want to do 6.5 or 5.5?
What's
At
the
this
price
point, we
on
got to do 6.5.
Okay, 6.5 is minus 146. The 5.5 is the plus 114.
How much does it change the parlay price?
Okay, so can't believe we're doing this. With the 6.5, it is. I'll just show you guys. I'll build it.
I was gonna
up
say,
just on
let's
screen.
put
Yeah,
this up
this is
there.
not worth it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we got
Yeah.
for that one. And then if we go back and we do this instead of the 6.5, yeah, I mean,
No, you know what? I can't. Doesn't make sense. I can't do it. You can't have two goal scorers on under 5.5.
And on different teams.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night, you guys.
you want to do the 6?
Like you can only afford one other goal scorer on one of these teams.
Yeah, no, let's not do that on that one game.
Yeah, let's save that for a different game. Or we don't put the under here, or put something else in there instead.
Okay, well we could just not do this. We could just not do that. But I mean, yeah, I say take out the under and just get nuts with more player props. Yeah, fair. Want to add anything else?
You know what? That's fine, right? As long as we take out the under there.
Okay. You just couldn't. In
I
good
do
conscience
like
do that?
those 2 goal scorers. Like I've bet both of those, so I do like those 2.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that was suggested by anyone else in the chat that we could add for points or anything. Shots on goal, nothing. Checking.
Someone's talking about line stacks, and I think there are some books that let you do it. This ain't really one of them that I would look into doing it at personally. And please don't tweet about
you know what
it,
Charles
so.
is saying there. Verhage goal, Bennett assist, right? Like that kind of stuff makes sense too.
Okay.
It does, depending on how much it's adjusted.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Player to record an assist. Bennett's not even listed here. We can't even add that right now.
Okay, why don't we keep these 2 guys and then we'll go on the rest of the slate, right?
Yeah.
And we'll see if we
All
can
right.
if we can add anybody else.
All right. Okay, let's go Zuccarello. We have.
Yeah, I like that look.
Okay. Zuccarello at plus 290. Best price in market.
All these
there
goal
as
scorers
well.
are going to be on games that we have an under on.
Perfect. Zuccarello goals at plus 290. Best price in market. Brady Tkachuk, anytime goal, plus 160.
I shy away from that a little bit.
Okay. No on Tkachuk then. Sorry, Charles. Brady Tkachuk out.
Not a no, not yet.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't hate that.
Okay.
You can find better than that too.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's see. What do
We
got
could have
for
that in the maybe pile.
Tkachuk?
Put that in the maybe pile. We already got what, 4?
Well, this is 4, I guess. Kucherov, anytime goal.
We're gonna have to cut this list down at some point here.
Well, yeah. We're
about
just
to have, like,
firing right
12.
now.
It's about to be like 25,000 to 1.
Kucherov is. Oh, we already have Zuccarello in this game, so it's either Kucherov or Zuccarello.
And we have the under.
and we have the under. So,
Back to the same problem.
Stowell, in what world is Monahan not scoring? Let's see, what do we got from Monahan? He is 240,
240.
best price in market for him as well.
Like that whole line is going well. So yeah, I do like that.
All right,
The one I like there is Sillinger, but we can do Monahan.
Okay, Monahan in. Kevin, take note of that. Alber liked Sillinger. And Sam, I'll go with Perfetti plus 320.
Lock.
But
I don't even need to know that.
We did
lock.
take Monahan in this game. So unless we want an SGP plus in this, what do you guys want to do? It's either Monahan or Perfetti.
I think that Sam has been hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lock.
Okay. All right. So I think we have to respect Sam here.
Okay, in. There you go. So this is what I have right now here.
Oh god.
For Hagee, Wyatt Johnson, Zuccarello, Brady Tkachuk, Perfetti, and that is it. Perfetti.
And there's 2 games
Tkachuk,
we haven't even touched.
Zuccarello, Johnson, Verhaeghe. Yeah.
I think this is the one, you guys.
This is the one. We're gonna get a 3-2 finish with Verhaeghe.
You know the worst
and
part of
Johnson
this?
scoring.
The
You know the
over.
worst part of this parlay is there are 2 games we have the over in, and we don't have a single goal scorer in either of
I was
those
just gonna
games.
say that.
Yeah.
I think we need to either do 2 parlays here or adjust this one a little bit because we need
All
to
right,
get we got 2 games with an over. We got to get guys from those games so we can rock.
Okay, so what do we like in the who do we like in the Jersey Calgary game to score then?
It's the most insane process ever. Connor Zary plus 380.
That was my first one that I had written down last night actually.
Okay, so put that maybe.
It's a good number. He's on the third
I don't like
line,
the Hughes
though.
number.
It's
I don't
fine.
like the Nico Hischier number.
Second unit.
Bratt. I mean, Bratt's not terrible. in
Rasmus
Jersey.
Anderson plus 850.
Now you sound like Colt. Speaking of which, I haven't seen an Colt suggestion. I don't know what's going on over there.
No, he's quiet today.
I like that
Sleeping
Palat. Jordan's Palat. Yeah.
Yeah.
370.
Looking 370. The only thing is there's like way, if this number's real, there's some way better out there. Like 600s. And this
Oh,
is
really?
370 on FanDuel. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's tough.
Hischier.
He's
Kadri's the other
value, isn't
suggestion.
he?
Let's see. Hischier 155. It's kind of where everything is in the market. And then the other one was Kadri at 210. There's a 240 out there, but like 210 is otherwise pretty much the number. There's one rogue 240.
I like Hischier. Connor.
All right. Hischier, good to go. I guess we're on 2 different things here. Okay, so let's add Hischier. What's the other one we've got the over in here?
The Rangers game. We have Brady Tkachuk there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay,
we do.
So
Okay.
all right. So
gonna be
let's
tough
see.
'cause
So I
Rangers are
broke
gonna
these
score
out. Let's go in the one Brady Tkachuk plus 195 and Nico Hischier plus 155. So there's 2 legs in that one. And then in the other one, we can make some adjustments. We've got, I guess we can take Tkachuk out of that one. So then we can go 4. And then if we wanted to add one more from somebody.
We haven't done one in the Isles Sabres game yet, so we can do one over there.
All right. So we're going to have 2.
I think
So
So
we're gonna
Money and
have-
I might agree on one over there too, actually. We were talking
All right,
about
go
it
for
last
it.
night.
You guys tell me. Who is it?
You still go with Cousins? So
Yeah.
Money?
Yeah, I show value on Cousins every day.
Okay.
He's eventually going to break out.
I have also been betting Cousins. That's kind of funny. I had no idea you guys were as well. So let's go.
Yeah, I messaged him a list of like 7 guys last night. I'm like, hey, what do you think? And Dylan Cousins was one of them. He's like, yep, Cousins every day.
Okay.
Okay, done.
So we've got one. It is use your FanDuel tokens as well. If you're doing these over on FanDuel, we pretty much try to grab best price in market for all of this. So we've got one which has an SGP So this is the SGP plus. Verhaeghe and Johnson in the 2 p.m. game, and then Zuccarello and Perfetti later. And then, ridiculous. And then in the other one, we've got 3 legs. And we have Nico Hischier, Brady Tkachuk, Dylan Cousins. There you go. Simple as that.
So much for
game,
not
really.
picking the goal scorer on the 160 dog or anything there.
Whatever. We listen to the chat. Chat sends stuff. You guys had some good suggestions here as well. We're good. Chat's on fire. We're buzzing. This is the one. Guys. This is the one. We're doing today.
So
we got 2. These are the 2.
Yeah, this is the 2.
Igor just gets confirmed, and now we're seeing money coming in on Ottawa. Yeah. On that note,
I don't have much to say there. It's got to be that whoever this morning group is, they love Ottawa. They keep playing on Ottawa. Igor watched. I mean, if you watched that game the other night, he should have allowed like 8 goals or something. I know Charles is trolling me a little bit. Whoever this group is, with a lot of influence and a lot of money, they love Ottawa. So this does not surprise me, and I was actually hoping that they were going to bet Ottawa a little earlier to maybe drop the Rangers even more than we're now. But
so just to clarify what Brian wrote there, Igor did get confirmed 20 minutes ago, but the aggregate sites started popping up with the Igor confirmation just a few seconds ago, right when Ottawa started steaming, right? So you got to be careful there because you have to time where you're getting the information from. So the beat writers confirmed Igor 27 minutes ago was when Igor was confirmed, but nothing changed until the aggregate sites started with their pop-up of the goalie confirmation, and that's when the Ottawa money started coming in.
And this wasn't immediately on any Ottawa lineup news either.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
At least, but nothing that I see, at least.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. There's a little breakdown of the markets and what we just saw with some money coming in. As for what we've got for best bets tonight, recap quickly here again. Panthers, Dallas, under 6. The Sens, Rangers, over 6.5 plus 100. Isles, Sabres. We have the Isles money line minus 104. The Blue Jackets money line against the Jets plus 160. Tampa, Minnesota under 6 minus 105, and New Jersey, Calgary over 6.5 minus 111. For the ATG parlay, we've got 2 of them: Verhaeghe and Johnson, Zuccarello, Perfetti. That is the first one. Those are the 4 legs. Second one, 3 legs: Hischier, Tkachuk, Cousins. Those are the 2 that we have. Appreciate everyone who tuned in here today. That'll do it for us here on the show. Coming up later on the network, we have Hit the Books at 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can likely find out.
Hey, real quick, Zach, sorry to interrupt you real quick. It looks like we're getting Eric Comrie for Winnipeg tonight. So if you like Columbus, I would go bet that right now.
All right.
Yeah,
there you
absolutely.
Go quick if
It's
that's
a
what you're
bit of
looking
a surprise there.
Yeah. Go fast, I guess, if that's what you're looking for there, if you want to get behind Columbus here tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in. Appreciate it. As always, we'll be back Monday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time for more picks and previews. Enjoy the games tonight. Enjoy the games this weekend. We'll see you in the Hit the Books chat at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Appreciate it. As always, enjoy the games. Good luck on your bets.